Hello, how's it going? Now, I'm making a three-part block. This is gonna be my first one, and it's gonna be most of all a reflection on the work that I've done on pedagogical mediation. I like to start by saying that this change in the approaches and philosophies that I've been suggested on the course have been um, very transforming for me in the sense that I come from a lineage of teachers, if we can talk about a lineage, that it's very repetitive. Even the new generations of teachers, we learn about the communicative learning approach. We know about TPR, but we end up sticking to any of those, whether it's TPR or the communicative learning approach. Now, with pedagogical mediation, you bring a lot of dynamics into your class. And in the example that I recorded, I made emphasis on the aspect of letting my students choose what they like. And they love that. They really like that. On the other hand, I also feel like I'm spending more time uh, doing lesson plans. I first did a scheme of what I wanted to have planified for every class. However, after that, I like to do lesson plans, and they normally take me 20-30 minutes. Now, with if I do a lesson plan thinking about pedagogical mediation, that has taken me 4 to 5 hours. So that is a lot in terms of feelings. Uh, in the um, in the creational moment, I feel quite stressed because, all right, who wants to do the same job and for for the double of time that you're doing? I don't think anyone wants to do that. However, when you put that into action, that's amazing, and your students see it. They, as I said, they love to choose. In the sense, when you're working about authentic context, that is, how can you talk about this topic and make it realistic inside of me? How can you do that in authentic context? I have involved family, friends, lovers, and in the case of Amandine, she liked it. She's very close to her family, as she stated, and I also had to think beforehand about the activities that I wanted to implement in regards to. All right, now we're talking about professions. A1, very simple topic, but let's try to make it more interesting and get some involvement and uh, uh, an enhancement of relationships with your family or with your loved ones. And so I asked her to have a discussion with any of them and ask them, what was your first job? Did you like it? Did you hate it? How old were you? Have a discussion on that and then tell me about that in class. She said she already knew about that, so that's good. I said, all right, that's very good. Now, I also need you to learn something that you don't know so that you put into practice what we have just talked about. So I don't want you to forget about what we just talked about in this class and poof, it's out of your head. Let's try to make it a part of you. So ask someone of your family what has been the strangest job they have seen. At first, Amandine said, well, I don't see the point in that. But then she came on the other class and she was laughing a lot. She said that she really liked that assignment, and it was also difficult to translate it into Spanish because she's A1 and I use something called interlingua, which is that we're using English, but we're also using Spanish. We sometimes use French because she doesn't have the capability to talk in full Spanish. So there's that. I also want to point out that in some instances, given your students the opportunity to have choice, they love choice, but sometimes they don't know which choice is gonna be really, really good. And so there was this instance that my student picked an activity that seemed very fun, and it was guessing. You think about an actor or any famous worker, and I'm gonna try to guess it with a digital tool, Akinator. At first, she thought she was gonna really like that, but at the end of the class, okay, what would you like to try to avoid the next class? She said, I didn't like Akinator, and that's good. It's good that that she realized that, because I'm gonna try to avoid that, and to enhance that fun factor that we should try to implement in our classes. That's it for so far. I'm gonna come back with vlog number 2, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Goodbye.